Hi everyone, it's your hosts Casey, Christine, Eliza, and Rosemary.
And we are proud to present this year's Barrio.
It's a little different from what we're used to, but we hope you enjoy the show.
Without further ado, here is Kamayan.
Sus Maria Josep, this place is exhausting. It feels like I'm giving my whole life away for just 90 cents a day.
That's life on the plantation for you, James. Come on, food's almost ready.
Wow, ang sarap. Good job, Julia.
Excuse me? I helped too.
Sure you did, Abiog.
Really? At the dinner table?
What?
You know, that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's talk more eating. Chicken adobo tastes best when it's still hot. Besides, God knows that opportunities like this don't happen much around here.
My bulalo is going to bulalo you away, Lola. Get it? It's a play on words, Lola. You see, it means that...
It means that you need to zip your lip and watch the stove, Daniel. If you have time to talk, you have time to not let my daing burn.
Or what, Dominique? We'll be dying over how bad it still is.
As if it's any better than your bulalosh.
Wait, I just got the pun. Also, I'm Diana.
Mga apo, don't fight. Let's just be grateful we can eat like this, like a family. Besides, both dishes probably taste delicious.
Well, if I had to pick...
Stop, James. Don't encourage them to fight. Let's just eat.
Aloha, everyone. It's me, the OG, Odessa Gatmaitan, and you know what that means. It's that time of the year again for the Filipinos of Hawaii to show off their cooking skills by making traditional Filipino dishes. Not only is there a vaguely impressive money prize, but the winning dish will also be featured on the cover of Food and Wine and Rice magazine. That's the local branch of the magazine, by the way. We still can't afford the mainland brand. Anyway, teams with a main chef are allowed to have up to 2 assistants. If you're interested in joining, call the number.
Damn. Daniel. Me.
Guys, let's do it. We all love to cook. It'd be a great way to bond.
Hey, you're right.
That's not a bad idea.
And I can be the main chef.
Oh, now that is.
It only makes sense for the best cook to lead the team.
Trust me, I agree. Which is why I'm wondering why you'd nominate yourself.
Now, we're all great cooks. We could just decide by age.
And wouldn't you like that?
Yes, but not because I'm the oldest. It's because you two will rip each other's throats out otherwise.
At least Daniel would shut up for once.
At least I'm not stuck in middle child syndrome.
Why, you little...
Guys, we're supposed to do this as a family.
You know what? I'm tired of this disrespect. I'm doing this competition without you.
Fine. Let's see if you can actually cook rice without a rice cooker, Mr. I'm the best cook.
You know what, Ate? You can go
Daniel!
What? Can't say it to my face in this audio recording for a show marketed to a family audience?
Dominique! Well, you're not wrong, but... being the eldest is an honor, they said. Your younger siblings will look up to you and respect you, they said.
Wow, that was a really long commercial for me to still be on screen, huh? Now it's time to introduce the next show, which is coincidentally all about traditional Filipino dances. Here's a crowd favorite, Dinikling.
Just because I'm the youngest doesn't mean they can disrespect me like that. I'm a much better cook than they are. But I do need to know more to win. Maybe I should ask Lola.
Sino yan? I don't want to buy anything. I'm also a follower of the Lord already, so you don't have to convince me.
Lola, it's me, Danielle. Please let me in.
Maya po, wait lang. Oh, you're so big now. I haven't seen you in so long. Have you eaten? Do you have a girlfriend?
Lola.
Boyfriend then? Or SO? Just so we're covering all the bases, I guess.
Lola!
Joke lang. Why are you here? Is everything okay?
I need your help, Lola.
Of course. Anything you need.
Well, I'm gonna join a cooking competition soon, and I want to make something special to our family and history. Any ideas?
Probably my chicken adobo. There should be a recipe and card in the sewing box. It has a special ingredient, you know.
Great. Thanks, Lola. I'll just take a quick picture and get out of your hair.
But you're not in my hair.
It's a figure of... Never mind. Anyway, I'll be super quick.
Daniel, where are your siblings?
Well, we might be, competing separately.
Separately? But you're family.
I know. But it was a mutual decision. Kind of. Either way, it's for the best.
Apo, you should really reconsider. If you're going to make adobo for your dish, it would mean a lot more if you all competed together. It's special because it reminds me of family.
Family?
It all began right here in Hawaii in 1924 when your lolo Abiog and I met.
1924. Wow, Lola, that makes you really, really old then.
Anak ng... Ay nako. Apo, you need to understand where the recipe came from before you cook it. Sit down for this. It's a long story. But don't worry, we've got time.
You're new, right? June?
Julia, I started working here last week.
Wow, you've only been here for a week and you already do more than ding-dong here.
Are you talking smack, James? Listen, I do so much. Oh. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so sorry about him. There aren't too many girls on the plantation.
So, what brings you here? Julia, right?
That's right. I came here from Bulacan. I'm the only child in my family, so I'm trying to earn money for my father's medical bills. What about you, Ding Dong?
Yes, sadly, my full name is Ding Dong Abiog. I prefer Abiog, but you can call me yours. You told me that would sound cool.
You thought I was serious?
You know I'm gullible. Ignore what just happened. To answer your question, like everyone else here, I came here to make some money. You know? Procure that pandesal. Like, get that bread.
Right. So, are you sending money back home to your family too?
I don't have a family. They abandoned me, and I don't care about them anymore.
But they're your family. Maybe there was a misunderstanding? Maybe you can reconnect with them. Family's supposed to stick together.
Family means nothing. The more people you let into your life, the more people that can just walk right out.
Well, I think you're just being cynical.
Guys, chill. It's not that deep. You both just have different opinions on family.
It's not an opinion. It's being realistic.
Well, I think you're being cynical and pessimistic.
You know what? I should get back to work.
Okay, again, I'm so sorry. As you can see, family is a very sensitive topic for him.
Sure, but he shouldn't give up so easily. At the end of the day, sometimes family is all you have. It's all I have.
Maybe he just needs someone to change his mind. Wink, wink.
If you don't mind, can you tell me what happened?
Wow, Lola, you sound so different. You look different too. Lola also seemed kinda...
Sensitive? Yeah. But he was also really cute.
Why is he so salty about his family? What happened?
Salty? Maalat? I don't understand you kids and your lingo.
That's not... Anyway, I mean, why was he so angry at his family?
After Lolo Abiok stormed off, your Tito James told me that he really wanted to learn how to read and write, so that he didn't have to work as a farmer. His family thought he wasn't being realistic and tried to discourage him. Your Lolo Abiok got so angry that he ran away from home. When he went back, they were gone.
Gone? Like, passed away?
No one knows. I only know that your Lolo never got the closure he needed.
So then, why did he become a farmer?
Like many people during that time, it was his only option.
I see. I mean, his family didn't believe in him, right? I can definitely understand how that feels.
Ay nako, you haven't heard the rest of the story yet. This isn't what I'm trying to get at.
Wait, there's more?
Did you think I would just stop at our meeting? Of course there's more. Just keep listening and you'll see.
Okay, well, keep it interesting. There are other people listening, you know?
Huh? Like a Momo?
No, it's a joke. Just continue, Lola.
Hey, Abyog.
What?
I wanted to apologize. James told me what happened with your family, and I didn't mean to make assumptions. Every family is different.
It's okay. You just have a different perspective on family than I do. It's not something we can change.
Family doesn't have to mean being related by blood. Surely there must be other people, friends, who love you?
Thanks, but no thanks. I can't think of anyone who fits that description. Maybe that'll change someday.
Look around you. Maybe you'll find that your family's closer than you think.
Like who? The plantation workers? I barely even know them.
Well, have you tried getting to know them? They're all sweet people. I've only known them for a week. You can't keep closing yourself off to people your whole life, Abyog. How is that a life worth living? Sorry. I didn't mean to sound harsh.
Look, I know you meant well. I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm just afraid. I'm afraid they might think I'm awkward. I'm afraid I might disappoint them.
What?
But I think I'm just afraid that once someone gets to know me, they might want to leave.
Have more faith in yourself. I barely know you, but I don't think you're an awful person.
Wow, not awful. I feel so much better.
You know that's not what I meant. I want you to realize that not everyone is meant to be in your life. There are going to be people who want to leave, but there are always going to be people who want to stay.
Hey, let's change the topic. It's a little too early for such a serious talk. I have an idea.
What?
Wanna dance with me?
I didn't know you were a good dancer. Who are you dancing with? Your Joa?
Joa? Don't be silly.
Uh-huh.
It's not like I like him. He's not even my type. His values are too different from mine.
Maybe they'll change.
Besides, he's not serious enough. Though his jokes aren't too bad. He's so awkward. But maybe it's a little cute.
Yeah, sounds like you really don't like the guy.
I mean, he's not as bad as I thought he was.
That was pretty good. I think I'm getting better at this.
Flirting? Dating? Talking?
All three? None? I don't know. Help. I just know she's amazing.
Amazing? How?
She's so beautiful. Her smile lights up the whole plantation. I admire that she's one of the few women working here. But most importantly, I think she's making me reconsider what family means to me.
Wow, that's so sweet. I might get diabetes.
Shut up. I just really like her, okay?
Are you interested?
No. Maybe? As friends?
Say something.
What am I supposed to say?
Just tell him.
Just let her know how you feel.
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
I was
wanted
just
to
looking
tell
for
you
you.
something. I know we're here
I
to work.
know this is
and I've
really sudden,
literally only
and
been
feel
here
free not
for
to
a
respond,
week,
but I like you. I know I said feel free not to respond, but I would also really like some kind of response.
I was going to tell you the same thing. I like you too.
Abyog.
Julia, I'm sorry. At least my dance moves are better this time.
Hui! Abyog!
What? Is it time to work now?
Do you smell that? Is it just me, or does it smell like adobo?
Adobo? Don't be stupid. We haven't had adobo in years.
Julia, hey! You smell the adobo too, right?
Well, yeah. That's because I made it.
What? I mean, wow, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just thought we've all been pretty stressed lately, right? And ever since I was young, whenever I'd eat adobo, I'd feel instantly better.
I must say, that's some damn good adobo, Julia.
Thank you. It's not too salty, not too sour. I think I overdid the vinegar.
It's great. Where'd you learn how to cook like this?
My mother. She actually worked as a cook when she met my father. A way to a man's heart is through his stomach and all that.
Oh, kilig. Psst, eat! You're being rude.
I can't. Not after what happened 4 years ago.
What happened 4 years ago?
How'd she hear us?
Stage voice, idiot.
Well, it's just,
There was a workers' strike 4 years ago when Abiyog and I started working here. We were part of the strike for a bit, actually, when they needed help preparing for the big day.
I mean, the conditions here aren't the best, but was it really bad back then?
It was terrible. Our huts barely stood up. Our meals were the plantation owner's rotten trash. We were treated like dogs, like slaves. I still have no idea how any of the workers withstood it as long as they did. I would have been on the front lines if they had let me.
And I'm guessing it didn't end well.
Almost everyone didn't make it. One of our first friends on this plantation, our Guya, was one of the unlucky ones. We all celebrated the night before the strike with chicken adobo, you know.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't know.
You couldn't have known.
Come on, Ding Dong, eat it. Julia worked hard to make it.
How is it? Does it taste good?
It tastes great. Thank you.
I stand a man who isn't afraid to cry.
Stan? I thought his name was Ding Dong.
I still don't want to buy anything.
I knew you'd be here, trying to get ahead by asking Lola for help, huh? You're such a cheater.
Asking for help isn't cheating. I can't help that Lola likes me better anyway.
You just love getting on my nerves, don't you?
I swear, you kids get more violent by the day. Why are you even fighting?
Because Daniel thinks he's better than me and Diana.
Because Dominique thinks I can't do anything on my own.
Because mom and dad couldn't stop at just one kid.
Do you three realize how lucky you are to even have a family?
Sorry, Lola.
We'll stop. For now. This isn't over, Dominique.
Good. Now that you're here, let's continue the story.
Story? Daniel, I thought you were getting cooking tips from Lola.
I thought so too. You know how Lola is?
Don't worry. Now things get a little more exciting.
I'm still tired. We're overworked every single day. All I wanted to do was earn some money and go back home to the Philippines.
Uncle Dean, this was only supposed to be temporary. I wanted to buy a house and a small farm, then get married. At this rate, I'm going to die here, alone and sad.
Mga kasama, tulong.
James, what happened to you?
Wait, sit down first, Iho. You look like you're about to pass out.
I was working in the field when I dropped one of the sugar canes. Then the owners started hitting me and I couldn't get up.
They broke his arm.
I'm going to file a strongly worded complaint to the authorities.
The authorities are the ones who did this.
How could they? Over some dumb sugar canes? I'm gonna go beat them up, see how they like it.
Whoa, Abiyog, don't be too rash. There's a better way to deal with this than to fight them.
Yeah, Manang is right. What if they hurt you too?
So what? It might be James now, but next could be me, or Manong, or you.
I think they must have heard about the strike we're planning and they've been taking it out on plantation workers.
What? I heard you're working with Mang Pablo Manlapit. Have there been any updates?
Manlapit? The guy who led the strike 4 years ago? I remember him.
What's the plan then?
The plantation workers on the other islands already started to leave for the strike. When we have weapons and our base is ready, other Kamayans will start moving too.
Weapons? We're getting violent now?
Yes, weapons. We have to be prepared.
Are you crazy? I came here to make money for my family, not throw my life away.
The owners are cowards and wouldn't fight us if we're armed. We just need to get them to listen to our demands.
But...
Please, Julia. Try to see where I'm coming from.
I'll think about it.
It's for the greater good. But first, I need to get my arm fixed.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure if the strike is a good idea.
Really? You saw what happened to James.
I just think it's dangerous. Things might get a lot worse if it doesn't work.
But what if it does work?
That's a big risk, and I'm not sure I'm willing to take right now. If I go and don't make it back, who will provide for my family?
Well, that makes sense for you. I don't have a family to provide for. But James, he's been there for me since the beginning.
What about us, Abiog? Didn't you want to start a family with me?
But ever since I was abandoned, James has been my only family. And I could have just lost him too. How are you going to ask me to give up on my current family for some hypothetical future one?
I thought I meant more to you.
But you do. More than you think.
Hey, Abiog, come join us.
I'll pass. I'm not tired yet.
Not tired, huh? Why don't you rest more and spend some time with us?
I've just been trying to distract myself. I got into a fight with Julia yesterday.
Oh no, what happened?
She's not comfortable with me joining the strike. She thinks something bad might happen. That I might not come back.
I'm worried about that too, but I'm still going.
You guys are actually going? Are you stupid? What if you die?
I'm not going either. I have dreams. I want to have a house and bring my family here. It's too much of a risk.
But what if it does work? We're overworked and underpaid. Sure, most of us are here to support loved ones, but we can't do that if we're worked to the bone. We're doing this for us and for future workers.
I'm still not sure. What if something happens to Julia while I'm gone? Or me? I wanted to start a family with her.
But fighting for the plantation workers includes fighting for her. If it works, there will be better conditions for everyone.
Plus, the owners are already angry. Did you see what happened to James? What if they come for Julia next? We need to act now.
If we die, at least we died for a cause that we cared about. At least we tried. Laban lang tayo.
Yeah, I agree. For James. For Julia.
And us too, right?
Okay, enough about the strike. Let's move on to something lighter. I have an idea for how you can make up with Julia. I bet she'll love it. Go grab your coconuts.
That was fun. Oh, hey, Julia. We'll see you later, Abiog. Good luck.
Julia, hey.
It seems like you're having a good time with them.
Actually, I've been meaning to apologize for the other day. I didn't want to end it like that.
Apologize for what? For saying that our future was just hypothetical?
No, it's not like that. I do want to start a family with you someday. You mean so much to me, but...
But what?
This is something I have to do.
The owners have so much power. If trouble arises, they can just make it go away. They can just make you go away.
Why do you have to be so logical?
Why do you have to be so naive? Can't you see that it's not going to work? It's better for both of us if we just stay here. It's safer.
But I'm not just thinking of the two of us. We're fighting for everyone. We'll have shorter hours, easier workload, and better pay. You can send more money to your family back home, and I can save up money for ours.
That's not a guarantee. Why are you being so stubborn?
I'm being stubborn? Are you even listening to yourself? I have something I want to stand up for, and you're not supporting me. You preach about family and caring about others, but you're being selfish right now.
I'm not going because I have a family I promised I would help. And you talk about starting a family with me, yet you're still risking your life. Do you see that you're giving me false hope? Actions speak louder than words, Abiog.
Actions do speak louder than words. That's why I'm going, whether you like it or not.
That Angot better be safe out there. Abiog, please be safe.
Hey, 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 it's your favorite host, the OG, the one and only, Odessa Gatmaitan. I just want to remind you that there are only a few days left to sign up for the cooking competition. I can't wait to taste everyone's cooking.
Wait, I'm kind of hungry now. What about you guys?
Oh,
come on, guys. You're still not over this petty fight? After all the stuff Lola talked about?
Dominique still thinks I'm not good enough to lead the team.
I don't think that. Besides, you still think we'd just be deadweights to your talent.
I never said that.
Well, I didn't say the thing you said I said either.
Shut up. Goodness. Is a little honest communication so hard in this family?
Yes.
Daniel, what would you do if someone told Dominique she couldn't cook?
Tell them they'd be lucky to even taste my Addis cooking in their next life.
And Dominique, what would you do if someone insulted Daniel's cooking?
Ask them a series of rapid-fire, very personally interrogating questions about their clearly inferior kitchen skills until they break down into tears and apologize to Daniel. Obviously.
Oh, okay. I guess that works. Anyway, it's clear to me that you two still care for each other. You guys could never get out of the kitchen when you were younger, you know? Why make that something that breaks you two apart?
Lola has a doorbell?
I'll get it. And I know talking is hard, but you need to do it.
This show is literally just talking. We don't even have video.
And dancing.
Ha, nice.
What's that? Didn't I turn the TV off? Wait, another dance number already?
Tito James, what are you doing here?
Your Lola texted me that you three were giving her trouble. As usual.
It's not me. Daniel and Dominique are the ones who won't get along.
Kumusta, Julia? It's been so long.
Isis, I keep telling you to visit during the family reunions. Nobody believes me when I say you exist.
Tito James, we thought we heard you.
Hey, I could never actually figure it out, but are those two...
After what happened to Tito Abiog? That'd be a little weird.
It's been years, though. What if...
Isn't it crazy how long this purely platonic heterosexual relationship has lasted?
To think that deep, meaningful connections between people as a result of shared, sometimes traumatic experiences don't have to be related to gender, romance, or more than romance. It is pretty crazy. Wait, Abiog? I missed that man. I take it Lola has been telling you about our plantation story then, but just for fun?
I told you. Daniel and Dominique were fighting, and Lola thought their story would help for some reason. Seems to be working though, because they don't seem as mad anymore.
You kids. So where did you leave off?
Oh yeah, I think I left off at...
Oi, mga kasama!
Kumusta ka? We haven't heard from you in so long. What has it been, 2 months?
How's the strike going? Where is everyone?
You haven't heard?
Heard what? We haven't gotten any news since all of you left.
None. Ate, where's your asawa? Why didn't he come back with you?
Wala na siya.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened? Where's everyone else?
I'm not sure. We all got separated when they started shooting at us.
Shooting? Who? What? Where are Abiog and James? Did they get shot at too?
I'm sorry, Iha. I don't know. It was all a blur. There was so much smoke. It was chaos. People were running around. Others were on the ground. I didn't know what to do. Salamat sa Dios, I made it out alive.
Sit down, sit down. Here, take your time. Tell us as much as you can.
It's okay. I can continue. The actual strike lasted a month and a half. It wasn't planned very well, and we ended up hungry. The people living next to the Japanese school we were staying at were kind enough to feed us from time to time.
Did you guys make any progress?
Not really. People were angry and hungry all the time, so none of us were in the right state of mind. Some strikers even decided to kidnap 2 Ilocano boys.
Kidnap? Why would they? Surely they knew someone would figure out that those kids were missing.
I'm not sure, Julia. I think that because the sugar fields were still thriving, they were frustrated that more people weren't joining the movement.
I understand that Filipinos are supposed to stick together, but we have families and priorities. That wasn't right.
Alam ko. It ended up making things worse because the local sheriffs found out and tried to take the boys back with a warrant. Then when the boys came out, they grabbed them and ran.
A few strikers ran after them because their interpreter didn't explain what a warrant was. Little did they know, the sheriffs brought 40 other men who were hiding in their cars at the top of a hill nearby.
So then they started shooting once they saw the strikers running?
Luckily, there was a hedge nearby, so many of us ran there when we saw bullets flying. Some people got arrested after, and the injured or dead were brought to the hospital.
And you? How did you escape?
My husband blocked bullets for me while I ran as fast as I could. Everything has gone into flames. I feel like I've lost everything.
What will you do now?
Di ko alam. Maybe I'll go back home or remarry, or who knows. Life on the plantation without someone is hard. Sorry, Julia.
Why are you sorry?
Abiod, I don't know if he went to jail, if he was one of the people who died, or if he escaped like us. The entire massacre has been kept so under the wraps that only those who experience it know what truly happened.
Julia,
Drosko, James, you're alive.
the strike failed. When they noticed our weapons, they took it as a threat and opened fire.
At least Abiog will be happy once he finds out that you're okay.
Abiog...
Where did he go? Since you guys have been gone, I've been working extra hard to afford the ingredients to prepare chicken adobo, our favorite meal.
Abiog is...
I haven't been able to stop thinking about him. While you were away, I wrote a new song. I can't wait to show Abiog.
He's gone.
He's... what?
Abiog sacrificed himself for us while I ran as fast as I could trying to warn the others. We've lost everything.
This can't be.
He didn't stop talking about you while we were there. He wanted you to have this.
I didn't even get to tell him I loved him.
Julia, if there's anything I can do to make you feel better.
No, leave me. You should get some rest. You're gone now, Abiog. For good. Why is this our ending?
To Julia. Tomorrow, James and I are gonna lead the strike on the plantation. I instructed James to give this letter to you in case something happens to me. So, if you're reading this, then I guess it means I didn't make it.
You promised that you'd come back, but not like this. I couldn't eat or sleep or speak. All I could do was think about you.
Even though our time together was cut short, we were meant to cross paths to learn something from each other. You taught me what family was.
I only wanted you to be safe. I didn't want to make you feel like you had to choose.
Even now, as we're making our final preparations for the strike, I still wonder if I made the right choice. But when I think about what the plantation owners might do to you if their cruelty continues, I know that sacrificing for you is worth it. Julia, promise me that you'll move on. You have so much of your life ahead of you. You'll raise kids and have wonderful grandchildren. It'll be a great life for you.
But I wanted to spend it with you.
I'll always be with you somehow. Take it step by step, minute by minute. There'll be a day when you say you're okay,
and you really
mean it.
I believe in you.
I believe in you. Goodbye, Julia.
Goodbye, Abiog. I'll never love anyone like I loved you, Abiog.
This story, I don't know if I should be sad or happy. Tears are coming out either way.
Diana and her soft heart. But Daniel, why are you crying? And Dominique, why aren't you crying?
Lolo felt abandoned by his family. No, He was abandoned by his family, but he still managed to find friends and love in an environment he detested to his very core. He risked his life for them. He loved them like a real family. He finally had a family and he realized it too. And you guys love each other so much.
So, I ran out of tears in junior year, but I promise I'm sad. Ow, what was that for, Diana? Jeez.
How did you get through it all, Lola?
With me, of course.
It was really hard, mga apo, but I had the support of my family back home, the other plantation workers, and yes, as he mentioned, your tito.
Did you ever miss Lolo after that?
Always, but I had to remember why I came to America in the first place. For better circumstances for my current and future family. For all of you. I also realized later on that, although it hurt, he was fighting for something important. The conditions back then were really terrible.
Did the conditions get any better after the strike? Something must have happened after.
Not right after, but we didn't give up either.
You're alive? Damn, I thought you were dead like the rest of them.
Yeah, it was a stupid plan anyway. We were smart to stay on the plantation, right, Julia?
Excuse me?
Those stupid people just wasted their time. You were right. The strike was set up to fail.
It may not have worked, but at least we tried.
Sure, you tried. What, do you want us to give you a participation award?
Shut up. People died because they wanted to help people like us.
No, Julia, he's right. All those people died because of me. Why couldn't it have been me instead of Abiog?
Blaming yourself won't bring him back. This isn't just about Abiog. This is about every Filipino who went thinking that they were going to come back. For their families. This is about fighting against cruelty and injustice.
I guess you're right. But at this rate, anything we do will just be a drop in the ocean.
But what is an ocean but a multitude of drops? We can't let our stories die. If we forget about what happened or trivialize these sacrifices, they would have died in vain.
So, what should we do?
We take every opportunity we can to make conditions better ourselves. Filipinos won't stand idle once they hear that our brothers and sisters have been murdered. Rally for change, and maybe this strike was just the beginning.
After the strike, there weren't any significant changes to the working conditions. My friend Manlapit and the other Filipino labor leaders were arrested and forced to leave. Everyone felt hopeless at first, but thanks to your Lola's resilience and encouragement, we kept the faith. Eventually, another strike happened in 37, and it ended up being successful in gaining us the rights we deserved. Julia was really a source of strength for all of us.
You're giving me too much credit. I can't even imagine the difficulty of still having to put your chin up and put the other plantation workers first despite everything. And I was there. You don't know how many people you've inspired. I could try, but I just couldn't.
There were a lot of times I wanted to give up, but seeing you and the rest of the plantation workers preparing for the next strike really kept me going.
Lolo Abiog would be happy to know that you two have done so much in his name since he passed away.
He's always watching over us, Apo.
So what have you kids learned from the story? Hopefully something useful. Diana?
Family means being with the right people. People who make you happy and support you through thick and thin.
Okay, good. Daniel?
Love hurts, but that's okay.
Fair enough. Dominique?
Daniel and I completely forget our character development and continue fighting until one of us emerges victorious. I'm just kidding, Tito. Daniel and I, well, we haven't completely made up yet, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
I guess it's better than nothing.
So what are the great Juntaril siblings going to do now? Still competing separately? The chicken adobo recipe is still staying in the sewing box if that's the case.
We'll do the competition together.
This story needs a happy ending anyway.
Took y'all long enough to figure that out. It's been, what, 2 hours already?
OMG. Is that Odessa Gatmaitan?
As in Odessa Gadmaitan, of the House Gadmaitan, the first of her name, the slightly burnt, Queen of Kalayan, Khaleesi of the Great Sulu Sea, Protector of the Realm, Lady Regent of the 7,641 Islands, Breaker of Chains and Mother of Dragons?
Sure?
Wow.
Fine. We might know who you are, but how did it get here? Why are you in Lola's house? And how did you know Dominique and I were fighting?
Trade secret, darling. You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
Try me.
I'm an omniscient, interdimensional being born from the edges of the cosmos and am capable of traveling through space and time.
So you just finished clinical and rushed to get some spotlight is what you're saying.
That too.
The fighting never ends, does it? Anyway, how may we help you, Odessa?
Oh, y'all are still doing the competition, right?
I guess?
Great. Who's in charge, as per the rules and stuff?
Daniel can lead. Lola likes him better.
I like you all equally.
That's what they all say.
Hey, OG, when does the competition actually start?
Oh, tomorrow?
What?
You guys did great. This adobo tastes almost perfect.
Almost perfect cost us the competition.
I swear, if you start talking about how stovetop rice is superior to rice cooker rice...
I wasn't!
You were!
Fine, I was.
I think we're happy with second place, Lola.
You all did wonderfully. Lola would be proud of what you've learned, and of what you've cooked today.
There's so much food left from the competition. I hope it doesn't go to waste.
Oh, you're right. Everyone, free food.
Free food?
Wow, look at this feast.
This is literally just a screen, guys.
Is that everyone? Okay, let's...
Wait.
What?
We can't begin without a group selfie, of course. Everyone, get closer. Magpicturean tayo! Say it with me now. 3, 2, 1. Kainan na!